The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Chicago Blackhawks rallied to beat Pittsburgh last night in the season opener, 4-2, beating the Penguins. Connor Bedard, number one overall pick. All of hockey world is talking about him besides Chicagoland. His NHL debut, he got 7 shot attempts, 5 shots on goal. Kenzie, remember we talked about yesterday about DraftKings and betting on this?
Also, somebody won something.
So I went ahead and made the bet. So it was Connor Bedard, 5+ shots on goal for plus 275.
So how would you?
I made a $5 bet on that to make sure, just for the hell of it.
So how much money did you make?
I made $16.75.
Question.
Yes.
You made $16, including the 5 that comes back, or $16 and then also 5.
Let's see. The $5 goes away right when you bet, and then you get $16 added to your account. So you don't get the 5 back technically.
So you made like $11.
Yes, he net. It was a net profit of $11.
Right.
That's what I always wonder when people with the, especially bigger ones, I get confused. I'm like, so you made actually pure profit 400, or you made like 200?
Yeah.
Because you spent 200.
I felt good about it a minute ago.
So you
I
made
don't feel so good about
$11.
it. Yeah, I made $11 and some change. But now Case took a bigger advantage because on DraftKings they had a profit boost for that bet. They do these things that make it even a better chance to win more money.
Yeah, so Brian's odds were plus 275. And this is just through the app, I just had to opt into it, had a profit boost that gave my odds plus 337. So I bet $5, but I made 21.
But he really made, in your eyes,
Did you
16.
net 21?
I net 16, but
God.
I made 21.
We still made money. Why are you being a buzzkill?
I'm questioning. I don't know how it works. These are honest questions.
Yeah, we had a whole long discussion.
I don't know if they refund you. This is how I imagine it going.
First of all, you bet on the score. That's the only thing you can do.
Right.
And then,
So you decide who's going to win.
Up until yesterday, Kenzie thought when betting happens, you only bet on who wins the game. And me and Case educated her on how you can bet on all kinds of things in sports on DraftKings app. It's great.
Because like that's usually the big one. Like, who's going to win this?
Yep.
So I just figured. So anywho, so I thought you guys were doing every night. And then I imagined if you were right, they sent you your money back and then how much you made. So like, here's your 20, and then here's, because you won.
they should do that.
That's
But
nice.
they just keep it.
They keep it. Well, they got their business.
And then they pretend that you've won more money.
But
Kind of, than you actually did.
You still won, though. You still won.
See, okay. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
imagined like initial return of investment, if you will.
Your idea is great. They just don't do that.
Yeah.
Your heart's in the right spot. Great idea. I would love a sports book that would do that.
I would have sent an email like, excuse me, I never received my $5 back, even though I was right.
My initial
where is it?
investment in this bet didn't come back to me. I'd like to talk to the manager.
Yes, please.
Well, listen, it was unbelievable. Blackhawks scored 4 unanswered goals, 1 empty netter in the end, of course. Faced off against his childhood idol, Sidney Crosby, Connor Bedard did, who I thought was probably 52 years old. He's only 36 at this point.
That's insane. He's played hockey my entire life, basically.
Yeah, and still looks young, and he is. He's 36.
It's a good name.
Sidney Crosby?
It's such a good name.
Like that?
Sidney Crosby?
Yeah?
That's got some pizzazz.
Good
You know
name.
what I mean?
You can name your boy that. Your boy on the way. Sidney Crosby Roman.
No.
No, that's not going to work.
Why do you keep trying to name my baby?
No, I'm just
That's
throwing out some ideas.
Every day.
So they got the Bruins tonight, and the home opener isn't until Saturday night, October 21st, against the Stanley Cup champion Vegas Golden Knights. The Madhouse is going to be totally mad that night. It's going to be ridiculous.
What's the name of it?
Yeah, the Madhouse. United Center, Madhouse. But, I mean, I can't believe...
They're going to be united, too. Everyone's going to be united.
Well, they're going to be in a center.
Yeah, united in this.
Now, listen, we made a big deal about giving away Messi tickets, and Messi didn't play. You know what I mean? We had those tickets. It was great.
Why would you crap on us like that?
Yeah, wait, well, I don't understand how that relates.
That was not our fault.
It wasn't.
Our heart was in the right place.
Absolutely.
We were giving away those tickets before he said that.
I understand. We did the right
Why
thing.
would you say we got the discount ones with the invite? We're like, hey.
Listen, they were not discount when we got them to give away. Midfield for Soldier Field, 62,000 people still showed up for the match. Can we get center ice tickets to give away for that match? Because I think Connor Bedard will play. I think it'll be a wonderful game. And that's what we got to work on.
Send an email. I don't know.
Send an email
Are you
somewhere.
asking me to?
Yeah, what the
You
hell?
want me to DM him?
Yeah.
I'm
What
just
are you asking?
I'm putting ideas out there, and let's get to work on
Can
it.
you bet on DraftKings if we're going to get the tickets or not?
I'm sure there's some long odds on that one. They're going to get that one. All right, in the MLB playoffs, the Rangers crushed the Orioles 7-1, advanced to the ALCS for the first time since 2011. And this is what it sounded like. It was an incredible game yesterday.
The Texas Rangers are going to the championship series.
Did it explode? What happened?
I think there were some explosions there, didn't
It was
it?
firework.
Yeah, fireworks.
Oh my God.
And then, of course, we talked.
Evacuate!
We
Is
talked.
everybody okay?
We talked about this yesterday. The Creed is what got them there. They started listening to Creed mid-season when they were not playing so well, and the whole crowd they sang higher. Can you make it out?
Yeah. Okay, he says to a place where. Does anybody know the ending lyric?
Place where I belong.
A place where I can see.
Place where I can see.
It's about sending a blind man to heaven. That part of it.
Can you take
Is it really?
to a place
look at the
where
lyrics.
I can. Okay, higher.
I mean, he says blind. Look at the lyrics to Higher from Creed.
You just heard the word blind, and that's what you assumed. What is? Okay, hold
I
on.
assumed it was sending a blind man to heaven.
Okay,
I want to go to heaven.
Okay, so what do you think? Don't look. Did you look already? Stop
I didn't look
looking.
yet.
Okay.
So can you take me
Can you
higher?
take me higher to a place where? What's your guess?
I belong.
Okay, what's your guess? Did you look?
To a place where I can see.
No, both wrong. You guys don't even know music. You know nothing about it. Bunch of losers. To a place where blind men see.
Oh yeah, that's what I said.
Okay, and then the second time he says it, can you take me higher to a place with, what does he say?
With no canes, because I can see.
That's a pretty good guess. Wait, these context clues, case, what do you got?
Is it like golden leaves or something?
No, golden streets.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Wait, so what's the full lyric? How does it go?
So, can you take me higher
But can you
to
do it like Scott Stapp? Can you
Yeah,
do
sing
it?
it.
Can you take me higher to a place where blind men see? That's the whole thing. Can you take me higher to a place with golden streets? That's it.
That was so good. Took me right there.
And do you feel like you're there?
I felt like I was just
Maybe
there.
we'll win now. Maybe we'll win something like the Rangers.
Maybe you need to sing that at halftime of the Golden Knights Blackhawks game. Get
Someone
people
guess
going.
with lima beans.
With the lima beans.
I always thought it was where I can be. I don't know. Because you're like allowing me to be there. Like, place I'm allowed.
What an honor.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Oh, good job,
For
Rangers.
bringing me here. Yeah.
And good job with it. We'll hear more Creed because they advanced to the ALCS. Today, the Braves and Phillies series tied at 1-1. Big thing in my household of my wife being from Philadelphia. Let's go Phillies. It goes back to Philadelphia, probably the most electric atmosphere, one of them in playoff world, the Citizens Bank Park. And the D-backs can finish off the Dodgers today. How about that?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Very funny side thing going on there. At the stadium where the D-backs play in Phoenix, they booked the Guns N' Roses concert months ago because they didn't think they would get to the playoffs. So now they're playing.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
It'd be kind of like booking, them at Wrigley Field or whatever, and then they make it. So they basically canceled the concert. Guns N' Roses said, we're not just honoring these tickets at another venue. They're giving everybody refunds. Everybody's got to rebuy tickets at a new venue in Phoenix for the concert.
Why can't they just shuffle the date? They're not playing there. Like,
They want to play
what,
that
they played
date.
there for 2 straight weeks?
They-
What's going on?
Yeah, they want to play that date, and they want to just move it to a different venue in Phoenix.
Can't bump it a few hours?
No.
Like, what's the deal? They do a matinee.
So weird. So weird. It's a mess.
We're
boy.
We're playing at noon. So
Be a good
hope
pregame
to
show.
see you there.
Yeah.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and let's go. Clash with Kenzie. 312-591-8300. You beat Kenzie in a trivia contest today. You get tickets for Oliver Tree. So jump in, get in the contest, and see what you can do with your brain. 312-591-8300.
What are you, a wise guy?
See what you can do with your brain.
What that brain do? You know what I'm saying?
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
What a banger, as they say. Hey, let's play one more before we get to trivia.
Can you take me higher? Oh, that sucks. To a place where blind men see. I was going to go to the bathroom. The whole thing. Can you take me higher to a place with golden streets? That's pretty close.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
the battle begin.
Q101.
Let's go. John checking in from Woodstock, taking on Kenzie for Oliver Tree tickets. Hoy, what's something about yourself? Really quick, John.
I'm a dad, husband, and I need these tickets more than anything.
Is that right?
More than anything. Like food, water, shelter.
Oxygen.
Besides those things?
Happy wife, happy life. So these are for her.
Oh, I like him.
I don't like that phrase because it makes the husband seem unhappy. You know, happy
What?
wife,
I'm
happy.
extremely happy, but I like when my wife's happier. So.
It's a little defensive.
Oh, wow. He sounds great. Sorry, Brian, that you don't like the motto about making your wife happy. I know it's not your favorite thing to do.
But you understand the etymology of the phrase, happy wife, happy life, meaning
Right, like you're finding joy in someone else's happiness. It's like Christmas.
No,
or
no,
you're
no.
somebody who just likes
No.
to get gifts.
that's not how I take it. I take it that everything to make her happy, absolutely 1,000%, doesn't matter what you do. That's when I see happy wife, happy life, because your life's happy just because she's happy. That's how I look at
It's
it.
kind of like loved. Or doesn't like Harper's Joy fill you up or not really?
Well, yeah, it does. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
would
not
move
not
on.
the same way that like a guitar solo does for Brian.
Preach.
But not the same way a selfish night out does.
No,
you know what I
no,
mean?
no.
Good, God forbid. All right, here we go. And you're from Woodstock, John?
Yes, sir.
Were you anywhere near that house that exploded?
Yeah, about 1.5 miles away. The
No.
kids were outside when it happened, and it was pretty intense. Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. God, no.
And I drove by this morning driving. When I took them to school, I drove right by there today. It's pretty sad to see the damage. But
Aw.
Yeah, thank God no one got hurt. But man, it was it was crazy.
yeah.
When I talked about turning the heat on and I smelled gas last week,
I thought it was so crazy that this whole gas story happened, and you were like, does the detectors pick this up? Does this happen? And then, yeah, there was the gas explosion. It was wild.
Just for reference point, your smoke detector is a carbon monoxide detector, most likely too, but not a gas detector.
No.
Smell gas, call the gas company right
Yes,
away.
You gotta follow your nose like two cans in. You gotta do it.
All right, John, here we go. First one to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same with you. Call heads or tails on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, call it.
Tails.
It's tails. Boom. John, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. He's very ready.
mousy.
He's ready.
Very ready. All right, John, what is the last state in alphabetical order? 3.
Wyoming.
Wyoming's right. Good job, John.
I was a little quicker. I was still. I was on D. Whoa.
Kenzie's on Alaska.
Pistol over your pistol Pete.
All right, Kenzie, what was the name of the redheaded girl in the cartoon Scooby-Doo?
Daphne.
Daphne had red hair.
More my speed.
Oh, a lot of people's first crush, too. Daphne was, is it weird to think a cartoon character is hot?
No.
No, I was obsessed with the guy in Mulan.
Oh,
Like the guy she falls in love with.
yeah.
I got sent to the principal's office in 2nd grade because I don't know why you're watching Mulan in school. It's clearly why I do so well at trivia. And they zoom in on his lips one time because she like faints. And he's like, hold on. I went, ooh, sexy lips. And I got sent to the principal's office.
You got in trouble for saying sexy lips in 2nd grade?
Yep.
Wow.
Whoops a daisy.
Damn.
And that's my story.
That's a good story.
Now we know more about Kenzie.
Yeah, we do. 1-1.
Fun tidbit.
Yeah, 1-1 is back to John.
John, what 2 pins are left standing in bowling's hardest split to pick up?
7-10.
7-10 is right. Good
I was
job.
going to say left and right.
Kenzie, name one of the remaining American League playoff teams.
Rangers.
The Rangers. As she just sang Creed. Let's see here again. There we go.
No, take me higher. We don't have to play the whole thing. To a place where blind men see.
God, it's spot on. It's amazing.
It's really good.
I can't believe we didn't get that for Twisted this year. We got Scott Stapp right in the building.
Hell yeah.
Should I do a set
You
as,
should.
like, you know how Weathers are going to be Green Day? Should I go on a Twisted Christmas as Creed?
If you can just do that, that'd be just enough right there. That a couple lines of higher.
I'll do it.
Be great.
Don't dare me.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good time. 2-2, back to John.
John, how many amendments have been made to the U.S. Constitution? 3.
26.
1. Oh, no, it's not 26. Kenzie?
I want to say 32.
No. It's 27. He was so close.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. 27. That's the answer.
I thought I've heard somebody say this, the 28th Amendment before, though. I really feel like I've heard that.
What do you think the 20th Amendment would be if it
Guys.
existed?
I was assuming a previous mistake.
Forget the all previous 27
That one
amendments.
was our bad.
That's a 28.
It's not only men. That's our bad. One's on us.
Is it back to Kenzie?
It is 2-2 back to Kenzie.
What name did Nathaniel Dwayne Hale adopt as his rap name?
That would be Nate Dogg, the icon.
Nate Dogg, good one. Regulators mount up.
That's right.
I forget, he's alive. No, he's dead. He's died.
He passed away.
That's all. Let's pour one out for Nate Dogg.
Ryan brings bad news,
Oh,
reminding
he
us that Nate
loves to
Dogg
bring that
passed
up.
away.
To be fair, it's been, I think, at least 7-8 years.
I think it's been closer to 10.
Is that,
Well,
yeah.
you thought he was still alive, so I don't know how you now know his date of passing.
Well, there was two dudes, so I wasn't sure it was Nate Dogg or who was the other guy?
Warren G.
Warren G, of course, yeah. Warren G's alive and
Warren
kicking.
G is often the more known, I would argue. Who's that other guy?
Nate Dogg's got the better name, though.
Great name.
Nate
That's
Dogg.
true.
Rest in peace. Pour one out for him today.
That's right. 3-2 back to John.
John, what cheese is traditionally used on a Reuben sandwich? 3, 2. Guess the cheese.
Swiss?
What'd you say? Did he say it? He said Swiss, I think?
Did you say Swiss?
Yeah, he did.
Yes, he did.
All right, 3-3.
That's a good thing to do, Brian. What'd you say? And then you guessed the answer?
I heard Swiss. I think it was all
I
right.
got
said Swiss.
There you go.
Oh, jeez.
Let's see here. Back to Kenzie.
Yes.
Rock of Love on VH1 was hosted by which rock star?
Oh, my God. Brett Michaels.
Brett Michaels is right.
It's the best show in the history of TV.
It's a big.
Every season.
It's Rock of Love 1, Sopranos 2.
I don't even. Sopranos. No, it's Rock of Love. Rock of Love season 2.
Oh, okay.
Maybe then Sopranos. Like, you don't even
and
understand.
then Daisy of Love, the spinoff with Daisy La Hoya.
Absolutely, because
Yes.
he guest appears.
Exactly.
And then it's Breaking Bad. And The Sopranos and The Wire.
My God.
MASH.
All right, 4-3 back to John.
Oh, wow. John, which U.S. president was known as the Peanut President?
Roosevelt?
Roosevelt is not right. Kenzie? For the win, actually.
The peanut president.
The Peanut President.
All right, wear a top hat. Abraham? Mr. Peanut wears a top hat. Is that what? Is he supposed to look like him?
He did not look like Mr. Peanut. He was a peanut farmer. His name was Jimmy Carter.
Oh.
Yeah, still alive, like 99 and
He
kicking.
had 2 full-time jobs, huh?
Yeah.
Peanut farmer and president?
Right.
Less on the plate back then, or
Oh,
what's
my
the deal?
God.
You know, it was time for both of those things.
Oh, good Lord.
All right, 4-3 is back to Kenzie. She can win with a correct answer.
Wow. Let's give her a state question since we gave John one. Name one of the 3 states that have 4 letters. 3.
Utah?
Utah's right. Which in a way I think is the hardest one because Ohio and Iowa are right next door, and so you took the harder route there.
Well, I was already thinking Utah was going to be one of the last states in the alphabet. That popped into my head first. So it was fresh on the brain.
Yeah, that's a good one. So, yeah, John didn't win. I'm sorry. He really needed these tickets for Happy Wife, Happy Life.
Brutal.
Okay, here's what we're going to do, though. We're going to give him the tickets.
Oh, boy.
What?
Because, you know, it's for his wife. You know how supportive I am of husbands being good to their wives.
It's your thing.
That's why Brian and I don't get along.
The Q101 Morning Crew's Clash with Kenzie.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and we're going to play a new game here called One Comment. And the name might change. We're brainstorming on the air with this one. But it came to the point where myself, Brian, Kenzie, and Case all put up a post on social media. And they all...
Separate ones.
Separate ones about separate things relating to us. And it all went great. Like, we love it when you guys interact with us on Facebook.
Well, we do it to, like, feel connected and share because we love our listeners. We tell these stories on air, so it's fun to give, like, a visual to go with it, all that, and then,
Yeah, one comment ruins a post after 99, great, loving, or at least fun interaction on Q101's Facebook page or Instagram or Twitter or TikTok, whichever. Make sure you follow all of us on there, by the way. Even YouTube, the channel there is comment section there as well. So one comment can ruin, I don't care if there's 1,000 good ones. Are you guys like this with us? Because you put something up about your page and then somebody you don't like or someone that's always negative has to put something negative up just to put something negative up.
People just always have something to say.
Yeah.
And 90% of the time, it's completely inaccurate because they're just forming their own opinion based off their own life,
Right.
which is a hoot.
For example, I'll start with the post I put. One comment.
All right.
And we want you guys to participate in this at 312-591-8300. That you put something up on social, you think it's going to make you feel good, and one comment can ruin your entire day. And it sucks that our brains work that way. We can't take all the good comments and enjoy it. The one
You know
comment
what it
ruins
is, though?
everything.
It's that you don't have the opportunity, because if someone said that to your face, you could like hit them or something. But it's like,
No, you can't. You
it
shouldn't.
bothers me that it's like, oh, you just get to type it and log off. Like, oh, come find me. I'll drop my Addy right now. It pisses me off.
Well, also,
I'll drop a pin.
face-to-face debates are way different. People might actually debate something and have a nice conversation about it instead of just being this drop negative bomb, keyboard warriors, whatever you want to call it. They put something negative up, and it ruins your day. For example, let's see, Monday, I believe. Was it Monday was Harper's 11th? Was it Tuesday? No, it was Monday.
The 9th.
The 9th. Her birthday is...
Jesus, Brian.
I'm screwing it up already. So I put up pictures. Megan took these beautiful pictures of our baby, Harper, 11 months old. All I put up was, and this is on my personal page, by the way, too, which a lot of listeners are on, which I'm totally cool with. But it said, our girl Harper is 11 months old today, heart emoji. 1 month till ice cream. Ice cream emoji. And I put up 6 beautiful pictures of
Now
my
explain
daughter.
that, because not everyone knows this.
I didn't know this. A baby's not supposed to have ice cream till they're 1 year old.
There's certain things, when you're introducing foods to babies, usually a lot of things with more than one ingredient, like you take it slow.
Right.
You do one ingredient items. Honey, I think that you have to wait till you're almost like 3 years old because it can introduce a lot of allergies because it comes, from bees. They pollinate flowers, all that action.
Could be bacteria, I believe, with honey, too, with a baby.
Right. So there's a lot of like little rules about certain foods you have to wait for. So that's in case you don't know. Like, what do you mean when like almost to ice cream? I wanted to explain that.
Honestly, I didn't know that before I had a baby, and Megan thankfully read all the books, and it's fine, whatever. So all these beautiful comments about Harper, 226 likes and beautiful pictures and comments, and then that one comment came in, the one comment.
I hate your baby.
And I don't know this person, but I believe it's maybe a listener, and she said, give her ice cream now. All the books and doctors are wrong. They just want you to believe there are times for stuff. It's all bull S. And I was like...
What's the angle, the dangle here? The doctors are like, no ice cream. Wah.
First off, I don't care at this point. We'll wait a month to give her ice cream. I'm not like... And I didn't need that in my life. Was that necessary to say? First off, I don't believe all the doctors and books are wrong.
Well, that's what I told Brian is, hey, if you don't want to believe doctors, that's your own thing. Fine, you can live that life. All books are wrong is such a wild take.
Well, like some of them have to prove your point. There's probably a book out there about being allowed to eat ice cream at a young age, don't you think?
All the books and doctors are wrong. They just want to believe there's times for stuff with babies.
I just want to know where she's gathered her information that she believes. That's all. I have more questions than I do anything else.
I have a lot too. And this is the thing with that one comment. That's what we're calling this bit one comment. You want to reply to the person, get in an argument. That's where you waste half your day. I didn't. I resisted hard to just let it go and enjoy all the good comments about my baby pictures.
It's a good thing to do.
Yeah, well, it's hard, though. It's hard.
Oh, no,
you
it's
want
hard
to fight
because
people.
am I going to do mine? Do we have time to do mine?
Yeah, we each of us have one. Let's go. Let's do yours now. One comment.
Okay.
Yeah.
This pissed me off so much. So, my husband, we talked about it on the show this week. Once again, we share our lives.
Yeah.
So you do. So we open a personal door, and it's like, we definitely don't have like a hard job. There's people out there who are heroes and stuff like that. We are not that.
No.
However, every single gig out there, even a knocked up gig, comes with something, right? And the thing is, we share such personal stuff. And most people don't get to have that many opinions on your personal life as we do. Right? Like it's a hoot.
Yeah.
So anyways, my husband, I told him this crib I really wanted. I'm like, God, I want to get this crib. I love it. I love it. He ordered it without telling me. He surprised me.
Sure.
So it showed up over the weekend. And he's like, guess what's here? And I'm like, oh my God. Like you went out and found the crib that I thought looked nice. So I was very surprised. And he goes, don't come upstairs. I'm going to build the whole thing. I want you to see it all put together.
Right.
So I came upstairs. I was surprised. And what happened, obviously we talked about earlier this week, is that he had built it in the hallway and we couldn't get it in the door. It was a whole thing.
That was the picture in the video you put up at Q101's Facebook page.
So we had this whole video. It was super funny. We did not realize that's what was going to go on that day. It was honestly just a really nice Saturday. I feel like Will Ferrell
it was a wonderful Saturday. I don't have enough time.
Yeah, so it was just really nice. So we post the video. We're talking about, like, a lot of people have made these, like, furniture building mistakes.
Yep.
And so we post the video on Q.
The one comment.
And
first off, you got hundreds of funny comments about people
everyone
relating
has a
to it.
story about doing something similar as a first-time dad, or what. A lot of people had that.
Yep.
The caption was, to make this make more sense, the caption was, "Who's made a mistake like this?" Because we love getting your stories back. They make you for even better content. And someone responded and said, "Do I act fake surprised over a crib that I knew would be there? No, never done that." I'm like, are you honestly being mean to a pregnant lady getting like her crib? And also, what depths of your soul? Like, who are you? And also, I was literally surprised. There was nothing was fake. So you're mad about something that isn't true.
Yeah. And after every other comment was positive and funny, and I did this, my husband this, or I did this building something and couldn't get through a door. It's the one comment that you see when you post something, and
Fake
it can ruins your entire post. And
why would I do that? What would be the benefit? Like, why? Like, I tell stories all the time that I'm like, oh, my husband's a pain in the butt, or I'm a pain in the butt, or whatever. I don't need to pretend he did something really sweet for me. Like, I don't need to do that.
Listen, we want you to chime in. I know this is relatable to you at 312-591-8300. We're calling this bit one comment for now. You make a post, and you think it's going to be awesome. And the one person that comments in a ridiculous, negative way, check in with us. Case has one, too. He's got to tell you about it on the Q101 page. That literally ruined his entire evening.
Oh, my God. He's been talking about it for days. He wants to, go off.
I told him I wish he'd gotten a hold of me so he enjoyed his evening because it's so stupid. But don't tell right now, Case. But coming up at 7:50.
Yeah, no, absolutely. This has been something that's been festering for a few days. And there's people on the phone lines that also get it as well. Brian and Palatine, we'll talk to him in just a second because people have all gone through this.
Everybody, one comment ruins your day.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
All right, so it's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We're about 8 minutes away from Burt Kreischer tickets. Announce the show at the United Center, The Machine. So we'll have those tickets coming up at 8 a.m., plus a very special request coming up to one of our crew members, and we'll talk about that in just a minute because we're in the middle of one comment right now. It's a new bit. We're brainstorming on the air live doing it. Basically, it came up from an off-air conversation that me, Kenzie, and Case, the producer, had about we make these posts. And listen, I'm not lying here when I say we are the most interactive radio show in Chicago by what we post on our social media, how we interact with you. We comment, take your DMs. We do everything better because I've seen the analytics on it. We're better. Not just being like pounding our chest saying, hey, we win. We do. We win. So that comes with some consequences. You put things up there, and then people like to hate on stuff. But there's been some posts lately where each of us posted something, and it was all positive. One comment ruined the entire post because one person had to say something. And maybe you're like this, too. You can relate to this when you put something up on your social media like Brian did in Palatine. Brian, ahoy.
I am here. Yeah. Thanks for having me on.
So you can relate to this, right?
I can. Yeah. So my friends and I, we've got a video game podcast. And we're a group of older guys, so we're trying to resonate with the younger crowd. So normally we go to Instagram and things like that, but we decided to put a post on TikTok.
Uh-huh.
And I guess the post was, not popular with that crowd. And, most people were okay, but one person said, I hope your podcast fails miserably. And their post got all the likes. Like, we got no traction on the post, but everybody liked their comment. My other friends, they let it roll off their back, like, who cares? But me, I'm in there doing damage control, like, no, like, listen to the show. We've got other good stuff. So it was really demoralizing, that post.
Oh, that's amazing. Can you actually, without having to get too much explanation, let us know what the post said about your gaming podcast?
Yeah. So there's indie movies. So there's also a thing called indie games. And most of the people on our podcast like them, except one person does not like indie games. So we posted it wasn't even an opinion representative of our podcast. It was one guy on our podcast. And, that was people on TikTok. They like indie games. Hey, I like indie games too. But, just did not go over well, that post and that comment.
That is amazing. And so accurate to what we're talking about.
It was actually Case. He hates indie games. He wrote that comment.
It was not me, Brian. Brian, real quick, what's the name of your podcast?
Oh, Beat of the Month. It's, me and my friends talking about games. We've known each other for decades. If you go to beatofthemonth.com, you can find all the information there. It's Halloween, so we're doing episodes about Ghost, the Dead Space franchise, iconic horror villains in gaming. So, yeah, I'd love it. If you hear this, check it out. We'd love to hear. We get, like, virtually no listeners right now, so this will probably at least quadruple our listener base. So, yeah, thank you.
Quadruple, and he's like 3 people, and we've quadrupled our numbers. Well, we hope it is wildly successful. We hope it doesn't tank at all.
Yeah. Keep at it.
Thank you.
You know what? A wise man once said to me, if you don't have haters, you ain't popping. So
Who said that to you?
some guy.
Your dad?
No,
One of those talks.
my dad said that to me when I was 3 years old. If you don't have haters, you ain't
He was
popping.
helping you get through something.
That's right. Thanks, man. Good luck with the podcast, okay?
All right, thank you.
Yeah, keep at it. I'm gonna check it out now. I'm checking out this podcast. See, it's a positivity thing here out of the negativity. So one comment, you make a post, and one comment ruins it all for you. And sometimes people delete the post because just that one person out of 80 good ones,
You know what's I got one that was kind of funny, and this is bad. I was pregnant, and he commented, "Why would you do that?" in all capital letters under my pregnancy. And I didn't even know how to respond.
Yeah. It's actually funny. I got to admit, it's kind of funny.
It made me laugh. Like, this is horrible.
Yeah. Well, Case had one the other day that he came in this morning when I get in kind of first, and Case comes in, and he just had this bad look on his face, and he said, my night got ruined last night. I was concerned. What happened? And it was all over a comment on Facebook he put on the Q101 Facebook page. And I go, oh, my God, bro, why didn't you text me? I could have talked you off the ledge.
Well, because our listeners are the best. Our listeners are hilarious. They're engaging. I love them. And on the rare instance that I do see something negative on my timeline, it doesn't bother me because it's a Facebook comment and I can close the window and move on with my day.
Right.
But earlier this week, there was a music festival that was announced in Las Vegas. It's called Sick New World. It's a new metal festival, so it's headlined by System of a Down and Slipknot, and there's all of these harder bands there. The top of the poster is bands that were big 20 or 25 years ago. The bottom of the poster is bands that I am personally super into right now. It's like I booked this festival. It looks awesome. So I shared it to the Q101 Facebook page because it is bands like System of a Down and Bring Me the Horizon and Bad Omens and Sleep Token who we play, and we're the only radio station in town that plays them.
Right.
And I see comments start trickling in, and I'm like, oh my God, people are so excited. We're going to bond over this heavy music. It's going to be so great. And then there was one comment that said, he said, pretty shocked Q101 posted this. Does this mean that we're going to hear these bands on the radio again?
Oh, my God.
And look, it's nothing. It's nothing in the grand scheme of things. I live a great life. We have great listeners. Yeah. Everything is fine. But I went, we do play these bands on the radio. That's why I posted it.
Yes.
I'm doing this to reach out to the people that like these bands. We broke the new Bring Me the Horizon song. We broke Bad Omens. Like, let's celebrate this together. Why are you complaining?
He saw one name out of the 42, and it's like, I didn't even play that song.
You guys don't play enough Cradle of Filth.
Oh, God, I was so bummed out.
Like you posted a Lady Gaga poster or something. Jesus.
Oh, my God.
Everybody's been there, whether it's social media or in life. You do something fun, you want to celebrate something, and someone says one thing, and all of a sudden it is no longer fun.
What
And
got
it just
Case
bummed
really
me out.
mad is that I kept getting likes. Every time somebody liked it, it was like stabbing Case with a knife.
It's even worse. There wasn't just a like, there was a laughing emoji on a couple of the posts, on the guy's post.
It really broke my heart. I was so excited about this festival. We had so many listeners that were so excited about this festival, and one guy was like, well, you don't play these bands. But we do.
Like 278 comments of all like, hell yes, and one comment ruins it. So we'll end the bit there. If you guys keep commenting on that one comment.
Before I want to like jump off of something, I don't want to reevaluate all of my negative comments today.
The lesson in this is don't let one person affect your life.
Absolutely.
Or even a ton of people. You know, it was Mental Health Awareness Day yesterday, I believe, and this is what's causing a lot of problems with social media. And some comment just ruins your day. And I wish Case would have texted me that night to talk him off the ledge. It would have been a little better. Again, you don't got haters, you ain't popping. All right. We're about 3 minutes away from the Burt Kreischer tickets. So we're going to give away those after we do a special.
Everyone's requesting Cradle of Filth now.
I swear to God, this request is not Cradle of Filth. It's
everybody's
not
requesting it,
Oh,
right?
my God.
I don't know what to do.
Well, they probably need a little bit of money, so it'll be good. Good if on the air. But we're not doing that because Kenzie got a special request on the text line that we want to honor right now. One of our crew members, as we said, to spread that positivity. And what was that? What was that, Kenzie?
Yep. Emily texted in and said she's on her way to her first chemotherapy appointment.
Oh,
and
my
we are
God.
helping put a smile on her face. Again, we really, as we're poking fun at these listeners who are negative here and there, but we really have some incredible ones.
Oh,
So she's
the
on her way
majority.
to that appointment. And her one request is that we would play Mr. Brightside.
Oh, that's amazing. And listen, I can remember that my mom was a breast cancer survivor for decades now. And, that first appointment going in is one of the most scary things you can do. And everybody listening knows somebody that's had cancer. There's no, it's
Absolutely.
affected everybody. I have a mother-in-law, sister-in-law, and my mom. It's out of control. So that one appointment can be scary. So if this song brings you a little bit of joy, here it is from Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.